Let's go. Good evening. Welcome here, everybody, once again from my side in another session on SSC CGL Tier 2. And the support that you all have been giving me, to be honest, watching it later after the live, thank you so much to all of you. I repeat, thank you so much from my side to all of you watching it live for sure. Thank you so much to all of you watching it later also. I promise in the next 1 month also and more than that, we will have many great variations here that will help you understand this language better. That if something that we have never ever come across pops up there in the examination, and we can attempt that with the accuracy precisely that way. Thank you so much for the support, all of you here. Welcome Ajay, Jai Jagannath, Radhika, Vaibhav. Welcome Radhe Radhe, Akash, Kishan, Praita, Manisha, Aditya, Nancy, Jai Jayendra, Vishali, Ichha, Rahul, Kamal, Sandhya, Sakshi, Har Har Mahadev. May Lord Mahadev help us, all of us. Vishal, Priya, Gungun, welcome Ayushi, Nitish, Muskan, Avijit, and all of you here. Avijit, welcome brother. Payal, Sakshi, Yashwanti, Manjula. Good afternoon. Let's go ahead without a doubt. In case you have a doubt, you can drop in the comment section. Either me or my assistant will answer you shortly. And that was a class close test, if you remember from the last session. I promise when I bring my mocks, I'll tell you all these. I'll tell you all these are from my side. I have designed all these. But here and in the previous sessions also, every single word, not even the question, has been taken from SSC, their PYQs, and especially their tier 2s. All the questions have been taken from SSC CGL tier 2 before. Yes, they are the curated ones. Remember this close test? Class it was. Let's go with full concentration again. Jamaiki, Unnati, Isha, Gunjan, Simran. Answer step by step. This was the one I was talking about yesterday. Almost the same keywords, Hitler concentration camps, were there in SSC Steno 2023, 13th of October, Shift 3 examination also. Yes, of course, we can't have a couple of nouns together like India and population. That has to be a possessive case, either India's population or go this way. Say the Kapil Sharma show. So that this common noun will have something before that, the adjective, and something such. The Kapil Sharma show, the Modi government, the Virat Kohli team, etc. Or say India's population, Rohan's bag, actor's life, and stuff like that. So Hitler is the name, India. Concentration camps is another noun. You can't have a couple of nouns together. Either say the or the. Hitler concentration camps, so the camps, these ones, or say Hitler's concentration camps. Yep. All the questions are from tier 2 SSC. You can go straight, no problem. But go straight in a correct way. Not the previous one is wrong and we are going straight. Yeah, free marks in examinations that we come across quite often. Mother-in-law's horrible because mother is the chief noun that I can make plural of. I can't make, or I don't wish to make, the plural of law out there. Probably one, probably a couple of sisters, either in terms of law, should be there. So the chief noun is mother, sister, brother, son. SES should be placed over there. But we have to make another correction. Either put a comma. I know SSC doesn't count punctuation. What about this, Sakshi? Today's people today. Now you can say are. What about this? Further improvement if I say today people are ignorant of the things, either put a comma or say today's people are ignorant of the things that are happening around the world or them. In my opinion, that is better, or putting a comma. Avijit, yep. But there should be a comma. I know punctuations don't matter, but from our side, if we wish to make that perfect. Welcome, Suman. Better. Shivani, good evening. We use so to avoid the repetition of the previous action. The whole nation is ashamed, so are we. You are smart, so am I. Remember? You have done the homework, so have I. And as you sow, so shall you reap. So would you come? Would he come? I think so. This so is avoiding the repetition of the whole sentence. But we have a whole sentence here. Either drop the sentence that we cannot, or drop this word. All in all, fraction A is going to be the correction. Now, if you wish to, you can put a conjunction which can be hidden. Answer A. No, Shivani, not at all compulsory. Radhe Radhe, Sneha. Not at all compulsory. Nitish, the second form of choose is choose with a single O. It is not going to be ed and such. Vaishali, perfect. That may be a printing mistake. They say ignore the errors of punctuation. So it will be considered, I'm sorry. Let's consider this correct from my side. Because Shikha, you are correct. I'm not saying you are wrong. But we have a blunder here. We don't stay at a jungle because jungle is a whole area, boundary, vicinity. In this case, we can't say at. At is used for fixed point. You better know this. In is used for areas. In Delhi, in Agra, and such. So for a jungle, we can't say at. Rest is all, it is all fine in the jungle. Say at the center of the jungle could have been a possibility. Yo. Typical SSC, if you have gone through the PYQs, excuse me, okay, excuse me interrupting you goes excuse my interrupting you. Gerunds take generally. Possessive adjectives have before them. So it totally depends upon you is all fine, but it depends upon you understanding the situation. It depends upon your understanding the situation. Gerunds take generally. In SSC examinations, don't compare this with your spoken English. You will be at a loss, to be honest. So perfectly marked. I recall you, okay. I recall telling me, okay. I recall you're telling me the situation. You can check officially from SSC Tier 2 CGL. Great response, everybody. Come on. So simple this is. Don't you remember the word before as an adverb is used in perfect tenses? The opposite goes the word ago, which is used in past indefinite tenses. I think I have seen you before. I think we have met before. I think I have mentioned this before and stuff. Also, in those conditional clauses, when two of the actions have already happened in the past, so the one which happened first is marked with the word before, and after that, the train had departed before we reached the railway station, or we reached the railway station after the train had departed, or when we reached the train had departed. So it takes a perfect tense out there. Welcome, brother Avinash. I was surprised when she smiled as if she had seen me before. Perfect tense because of this adverb. She had seen me before. Each one of his sisters, Akash, Vaibhav, Unnati, live here. Remember, each and one, they are two different words because you are making the choice out here. Not everyone in a casual tone. You know what I'm saying. Each one of his sisters were, come on, each one, the subject is singular, was. Typical SSC errors. Vaishali, thank you so much. Yagesh, thank you so much. Yes. Kamal. His need for affection stemmed from his father's long absence. I think this is no error because I think so much time you've taken. So much time you've taken, and the sentence is as simple as that. Rahul called the restaurant. He go to school. Sakshi. You can't say he go to school because a singular subject will need an SES in the main verb. So his need, that's the subject here for this or that. And that need comes from, originates from this and that. We have a preposition, the object of the preposition. That's the only main verb here. I know it doesn't look like a main verb. Stems from, originating from, coming from, that way. So the need comes from, stems from. And in the same fashion, it has been shown that very high doses of vitamin C actually causes, come on, the subject is plural here, doses, need not say causes. For a singular subject, we need SES. For a plural, we drop SES. Ramesh is, yeah. The first thing is you're just talking about Ramesh. No other person is discussed here. And at the same time, we are not comparing Ramesh with any other person. We don't have the other one. And the third thing that books are fond of writing, that the word enough, of course, is used with the comparative, no, with the positive degree. Of course, we don't compare someone with the use of enough and such. I have enough money to buy this. Fine, no comparison such. He's smart enough, young enough, bold enough, tall enough, rich enough to do this or that. She lived in Mumbai. Sakshi, you missed it. Unnati, Priya with a better choice. No Nitish. No Radhika. Neha, welcome. And this is no repetition. Don't worry about that. Welcome. If the sentence were, till this point, say, she lived in Mumbai since 1970. No, she lived in Mumbai. She has been living over there since 1970 is going to be all fine. But we have the duration, the starting or anything such. Quite recently I taught in conjunctions on the last turn on Friday or Saturday, I think. Yep. Either from this point to that point or between this and that. Since doesn't have its pairing. And you better know this is from this to that, between this and that, but is now living in Chennai. So we can't even say, Sakshi, again, that she has been living in Mumbai because now she is living in Chennai. So the same. She lived over there from 70 to 85, but now she is living over there. Perfect. Objections welcome. 12. Good. I would say, I'm not saying the most difficult I can, but still good error detections. Let's change the gear. Men will be men. SSC will be SSC. Yes. Avijit, most welcome, brother. I know you, you know me. The little we know each other, but still, if you have been through the classes, I think you've not. Friends are not mutual. That we use on a daily basis on YouTube, on Facebook, mutual friends. But this is taught in books also, officially from SSC, PYQ, Tier 2. Trust me, trust them. The word we use on Facebook, mutual friends, is not allowed. You have the authenticity. It's not allowed in examinations. Why? Let me mark this in a nutshell. Because the word mutual means something which is going up. At the time, something else will go down. The reciprocal relation they define. So this way, friends cannot live. Because if this is the relation between friends, if you are going to Delhi, I'll go to Chennai. If you're going there, I'm not going there or anything such. But we are common friends in general. Because if you are going there, I will go there. We are friends. If you're not going to school today, say, I'm not going to school either. In this case, we have the common relationship. So friends are actually common because we belong to the same city. We have been through the same classes. We are there in the same college. We are there in the same company. We have the common statistics that we define basically. All the very best. Hey dear, for SSC stenographer tomorrow. All the very best. So friends are common, not mutual. The understanding is mutual. Because today, for example, I'm angry and I gave you the peace of mind. I scolded you. Probably if you stay calm, relation will go on. The day you start shouting and I listen to that properly, relation will go on. If you start shouting, I start shouting, relation will not go on. So that way, we are common friends, but the understanding is mutual. Understanding with anyone, with a father, mother, they are going to be mutual. Yes, all the very, very best from my side, people who have their steno examination tomorrow. They'll say heartily, all the very best. So the only correction out there is going to be no mutual, no, 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 the only possibility. The only possibility. Do remember with this example. Yes, on Facebook, we are not concerned. Let me put the same examples I am fond of giving. I and Modi ji say are friends on Facebook. Say, I and Virat Kohli are friends on Facebook. Say, Anushka Sharma and I are friends on Facebook. Anushka Sharma and I do not share anything in common. We are mutual friends. Virat Kohli and I do not share anything in common. We are mutual friends. Modi ji and I do not share anything in common. We are mutual friends. But the friends that we have in our life share a lot of things in common. We are common friends, not mutual. Shivani. Yes, Yashwanti. Shah Rukh Khan and I. Oh, I and Shah Rukh Khan. We are mutual friends. We are not common friends. But this is SSC CGL Tier 2. I need not say that again and again. And this is no error. It shows problems. And this is like the tides of, in English, we have many words which are formed from the verb be. Remember, be fall. Be fallen, the second form also. Be for, come in before someone, the same adverb, preposition, and conjunction before. Betide, be side becomes beside, and many such. So this is tied. Betide, I think the pronunciation is, I think. So problems happen, the straight meaning of the word is happen. Problems happen to those who, this is no improvement. Remember this, in case of a repetition, you will have this. Na Sakshi, that's a phrase because it itself means the problems collectively. May define that, maybe in a singular fashion. See, this is a whole phrase. That's a whole phrase or idiom, whatever you say. In every dictionary it will be there if you check the meaning of the word betide. Woe betide anyone wearing the wrong color. You can think of this in your native tongue, if you can feel that curse. If you can feel that curse, I would say. So yep, it is used the same way always. If you come across this again, no problem. So that is no improvement, no correction. That's a fixed phrase and we are not fond of changing idioms and phrases. Next. Good evening, Ankita. Avinash, yes, everyone will think of this, but that was all fine. Yes, Yagesh, correct. The first option, which is not visible, is actually has had. Let me highlight. Let me highlight first. This is completely highlighted. This is highlighted. I'm trying my level best to put CGL Tier 2 content relevant for you, but in a better manner. I'm still thankful to those who watch this later. Of course, can't say anything to those who are live, always. Thanks for the support. Avinash. If you mention your middle name, I can, Ankita. Can you? A couple of bits. This is for, the same root word which defines things like before, come in before, existing before, for head, forearm, foretell, let me tell you future, before it happens. So this is the same word. For warned, if you warn someone before, that is going to be like forearmed. He will have arms ready. If you warn someone before, he will have arms already. That way. So that's all fine. If you are informed of some danger earlier, you get ready for that. You can face that easily. That is no improvement. Yes, of course. Forecast in the same. Yep. Usain Bolt is second to one. That means he stands second as an athlete, but the tone is not like that. And a little bit of common sense will help you also. He's second to none. This is also written the same way. Second to none. That means nobody stands above him. He is second to none as an athlete. Checking live before you. I haven't checked this before, but I think it exists. I think, I'm sorry if it is not. Second to None. I think it exists. Great. Thanks. The group has a reputation that is second to none in the building industry. That means they are the best. They are the best. Second to none. They can't come second. If they do, none will come first. Of course. Hello, KP. He spoke. KP, can you answer this? Don't look at the answer. Actually, we all got that wrong. So, can you answer this, please? Woe betide the youngster who is less than respectful. I actually marked no improvement, but I was wrong here. And people answered woe betide. So, have a look, please. Yes. If you say had suffered, we can't have and a third form and another third form again. Just one have is able to take a third form after that. Otherwise, you should use a passive voice in order to have a couple of third forms. I have invited him. He has been, a third form of be, invited, the passive voice. This is not passive. He spoke as though his throat had suffered some injury. So no passive tone over here. Drop one of these. The most appropriate one, since this is not error detection, this is sentence improvement. Pick the most appropriate one. As though, as if, and such. Yes, Nidish. Namaskar, Abhishek. No, Sakshi. You have to be here. And this SSC, the class 1, a lot formal. That was no improvement, KP. That's a phrase, woe betide, CGL tier 2. That's a phrase actually. No. Actually, in error detection, the experience I have, I'll say this is all fine. Listen to me completely. In error detection, this is all fine to use all his family members because there is another mistake I have always witnessed. They don't count this as an error. But if you talk about family members, that's an old cliche that family member is not the correct expression. Say members of family. And this is sentence improvement. You have to pick every single thing so precisely. If you have a better choice, you have to pick this. So in this case, it's better. I'm not saying this is good and correct. This is better to say all the members of his family. Why? Because the same stuff will happen again. Family is a noun here. Member is another noun. A couple of nouns should not be together. Better say the members of his family. Team players, all the players of the team, and such. So in case of improvement, we'll have to pick the first one. All the members of his family. In case of error detection, I repeat, with my experience, I can say B is all fine. But in case of improvement, Sakshi, can't say anything to that. Next. Again, improve this. It's not grammatically wrong. Nancy, cool. KP, I don't know. I haven't even gone through. We'll go through tomorrow. What has happened? Muskan, great. So we are witnessing not triumph, but the breakdown of democracy. Yes, in the parallel construction. This is all fine, but you have improvement. You can improve that. Of course, you're talking about the breakdown of democracy. You have the description, the Prime Minister of India, the Statue of Liberty, the Great Wall of China and such. That is definite now, the breakdown of the diode, of democracy. In the same fashion, you are saying the breakdown of democracy, the triumph of democracy. Both are going to be definite. not the casual words here. So the way the author has put the article here, the author should put the article there. We are witnessing not just the triumph, but the breakdown of democracy. The triumph, the breakdown, okay. If you're putting here, don't remove from there. No triumph, but dropping both of them. Now, that's definite here. Use a definite article. Another slide. Okay, this has been done. Don't consider. That was no improvement. Next. Completely. Another one. Cool. Completely, I think. Okay. Abhijit, you are 100% correct. I too make the students write this down in the classes, but we don't have in the options Neha, Unnati, Sakshi. You do not have the availability of at a stone's throw. That is actually at an stone's throw, Akash. So that's grammatically impossible. The phrase goes stone's throw, which is all fine. You can't say stone throw in. No. Showing distance, my office is within a stone's throw from the university. All fine. Herself saw the thief. Remember? Yes, I think. At to mention where, within to mention the boundary and the limits that way. Just like come by 5 p.m., the point of place, point of time. Come within 2 hours, the area or the vicinity. Myself, Shah Rukh Khan, is not going to be correct here in examination, and that too in sentence improvement. Forget about that. Herself saw the thief. You can't use a reflexive pronoun that we commonly use in spoken English. Showing airs, pretending airs, I should say. Hey, myself, Shah Rukh Khan. Impossible. Use a personal pronoun instead and the subjective case there. Either say she saw the thief or say she herself saw the thief. Perfect. Something I put yesterday also. Some people here, if you remember. Nancy, great. Yes. This expression is lovely in English. By Monday next. By the time he comes, we will have made all the arrangements. By Monday, something you have. By the time we got the tickets and entered the cinema theater, the movie had already started. Remember, by the time he comes, we will have made all the arrangements. And by the end of the day, by the end of the month, by the end of the year, I will have and such. So it takes the perfect tense. People from Stano background, do remember this. Will have. I think so, she will come to the party. Something such we discussed quite recently in error detection. Fourth is no improvement. Neha. I think she will come to the party. You are changing the tone. So is an adverb here. So is a conjunction here. So she called me and saying she's coming. So I think she will come. No conjunction there. I am thinking is grammatically horrible. You know this. It is not I'm thinking of buying a car. I am thinking no. Stative verbs don't have the ing form. I think she will come. I hope she will come. And that way. Some idioms and phrases. Vishal, great. I think he is innocent. I think, in that opinion, Unnati, I think she will come could have been a better possibility. I think in that opinion, in that case, I think she will come would have been a better possibility. go rack and ruin. Need not put this word in between. Totally destroyed. No, 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 no. Acha, you are mentioning the next one. Okay, okay. Rack and ruin, Suman, is a bad situation. I'm completely lost. I don't have anything now. I'm completely destroyed. Penniless, that way. So, sure, in a bad condition. Actually, the meaning of bite the dust is to die. You can check in case you don't know this. Fine. For last 18 years, we've been forced to remember the same meaning, which is also the most appropriate choice here in the options SSC CGL Tier 2 authentically, but the actual meaning of this idiom is to die. Since it is not available here, you have to pick the most appropriate one. So attack and defeat someone. This is the opposite one. Clean, nothing. Eat, no. Then this is the helplessness, we can say. The Hobson's choice. Otherwise, this is to die in actual. Next, have a chip on one shoulder. See me side of the ball. No, this is not to carry a burden. Not at all. Have a chip with some database. I'll kill you. On one's shoulder. Radhika. No, this is not to carry a burden. This is a negative one. I remember when I was a child, you once slapped me. I'll take revenge. I will take revenge. I still remember that. I have that in my memory. I won't leave you. Yes, this is to take revenge. This is to take revenge. Nurse as a verb, not as a noun. Radhika. Yes, have a chip on one's shoulder is to nurse a grudge, to take revenge. I remember once you slapped me. I remember you abused me once. I'll take care of that. I'll take revenge. So this is that. Yes, it is a possibility. Yes, it is a possibility, but say that's a better choice. Otherwise, yep, that's a possibility in a state of hopelessness. Despair. Hopelessness, if I say. Come on, Avijit, you are aware of this? Since I love music, I am in touch with all these altercations, if I say. Great, Avijit. Great, brother. Comment of the day. He still holds a chip on his shoulder. Whoa. The seamy side. Right side? No. Visible? No. Left? Nothing. The unpleasant side of something. The rough side of the ball, we can say, through which you, thanks to you, which helps us seam the ball, swing the ball. Too many chiefs and not enough Indians. This is an idiom I should not define as an Indian. As an Indian, I shouldn't be defining this. Actually, it happens across the world, especially in South Korea. I have witnessed in the other nations also. They take the labor class. Indians, Pakistanis, and Bangladeshis, I have witnessed. So I'm not putting words from book. I myself was there. Indians, Pakistanis, and Bangladeshis, when they work as a labor, of course, they are paid so high there in South Korea. You consider them as labor. I'm sorry for that. So too many chiefs. We have the managers, chief, but we don't have Indians. We don't have enough labor. I'm sorry. So that's the meaning of the idiom. We have the inefficient situation. We have managers to order, we don't have labor to work. This way. Some more. Yes, Sakshi. Because Indians are strong and such. You haven't. Okay, I shouldn't say anything. Rizwan, that is true, brother. That was not just an example. I'm sorry. Honestly, that was true. I have witnessed. I myself have witnessed. Okay, just a sec. Just a sec. I wasn't aware of this. I'm sorry, and thanks a lot for mentioning. Shivani, thank you. Take the bull by the horns. If you take the bull by the horns of the bull, at least you can manage, I would say. Can't win. If you take the bull by anything else, you are destroyed completely. Mission unsuccessful. Take defensive measures is all fine. Yes, a better choice. Situation courageously. The best meaning of the idiom. A gentleman at large. It has a couple of meanings. The first one is without a job. The second one is a criminal left free. A criminal roaming free. That's also the meaning of this idiom. You can check. Lose face. Hey, why are you pulling a long face? Why are you cutting a sorry figure? Become embarrassed and such. Yes, Nitish, no problem, brother. Yes, losing face, become embarrassed. This one, it has a couple of meanings. The meaning of at large is freedom here. If you have a job, you are quite restricted. You will be going to the office and coming back home, going to the office and coming back home. But if you are a gentleman at large, that means you roam free across anywhere. If I say you may go to Chennai for a job, you may go to Delhi for a job, maybe searching over there, there, and there. Yes, Rizwan, building castles in the air. You can mention that in Hindi. Hawaii Mahal banana, daydreaming, and fall back on, which is to no. I did check this in dictionary and then I'm saying this. SSC is not wrong. Fall back on. Go back to. Fall back on is to go back to. Resort to, you can say. This is on, upon, quite the same. Okay, so fall back on is to go back to, resort to something, something which you have kept reserved that way. Turn to, yes, of course, you have to go back to, go to someone that way. but we had a better choice. Actually, retreat is to withdraw. I'm sorry. Retreat is to withdraw. And that is maybe turning to a third side for help. Not going back, but shifting gears in that way. Perfect. Everybody. Shivani, Nancy saying this. Neha. So I got on a colorful bus filled with all kinds of strange people. We arrived at a gate, maybe. I got on a bus and then arrived at a gate, like the one in the paintings. The bus rode on across the dirty expanses without roads. So I'll be riding on the bus first and then I'll reach the destination. So no, Q should come first. I'm not saying this is the first one, I'm just making the sequence. At first I was aware that the bus roof was loaded with drugs. Maybe you can start with R also, no objection. Everyone was filled with dust and often the wheels would sink into the soil. I'm sorry. Dirty expenses, probably the wheels would sink into the soil, dust. I link Q and S together. It was a gate. Hold on, I have a gate here. So for sure, everybody that you marked, P must be the last statement. Wow. P must be the last statement either here or here. Now check which one is a better one to start with. QRSP, the bus rode across better. R, at first I wasn't aware that it was loaded with this. Majority saying RQSP. Let's look at that first. RQ. I got on a bus with strange people. Okay. R. At first I wasn't aware that the bus roof was loaded with drugs. Okay. Q and S. The bus rode across the dirty. Yes, I myself made the pairing. Q and S should be together. Here it is not Q and S. There is this R in between. Yes, of course you are correct. Q and S. Great. Annie. Sakshi has a different answer, and everybody here is requested to look at what she has said. The majority is saying RQSP, which is considerable but not correct. I'm sorry. You can't and at P. No, Rizwan. Last one is not P. That's the mistake we have made. Shikha. Radhika. 3 keywords to look for at the end because you can't change the last sentence. This may hurt economic growth and reforms. Okay. Gaming master. Yes. Okay, one more choice we can have. One more choice we can have. That we haven't marked. Can I say I'm sorry. Few of you have already marked. The government has admitted that it ruled out this and that. The only keyword, I think the best one here is going to be S and Q. Rest of these you can say, and if we pay attention a little more, then Q6 also connected. Vaibhav. Government has said containing inflation will be a difficult task, but they dismissed because they won't be following any blind control to control the increasing rates, and that is going to hurt economic growth because the government is not containing, controlling inflation. Fine, I'll be here. SQ6. Anyone? Answer. Let's go. Doesn't matter because I agree. If you start with P, considerable. If you start with R, considerable. Neha, is that okay? But the best choice is government has admitted it ruled out S and Q. SQ in the first one, fine. No, yes, yes, that is available in 3 of these. And government is not controlling increasing rates. That will hurt economy for sure. Q and 6 also. Q and 6, just one of these. Doubts welcome. Thank you. Sakshi, I didn't notice, to be honest, 3 years or 7 months because the last theme was perfect. Available in just one. So done. Last one today. Shikha. No, Shikha. Drop the first one. I suggest you start this way. I'm not saying this is the first one. I'm not saying S is the first one. I'm saying start with S and go with the flow and eliminate. Need not always be concerned about the first one or the second one in that way. Neha. Okay. The biggest villain in Dadwood has always been one thing: fire. Okay. In less than an hour, the flames, but he's saying fire is a villain. He's not saying there is fire. It has started. He didn't say that. P cannot be the first one. No. In our times, a great fire threatened the town again. Maybe, may not be. However, that's the first one. Don't think about that. It doesn't have straight keywords. The wind roared through the forest carrying the flames. Come on, I don't have flames. How can they carry the flames? For sure, P will take this R after that. Okay. It all began when some waste paper caught fire at the foot of the valley. SPR. What about this? Maybe QSPR, maybe SPRQ, doesn't matter. God's grace, we don't have to create options. Woe betide, we don't have 2 options. Close. SPR. Anyone? SPR. I have here. SPR, SPR, SPR. Nowhere. So starting with Q, the biggest villain has always been fire. In our times, a great fire, that's the description. A great fire threatened the town again. That means he's defining another fire over there. It started when somebody did this. In less than an hour, it was leaping through the treetops. The winds also helped it. Fire brigade arrived and all stuff like that. I hope that is done. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that was better than tier 2 because tier 2 doesn't have all the questions difficult, but in order to study to make ourselves better, that's a good way. Thank you so much for being here. People who are new here can subscribe to the channel for much more content. Go through the playlists. Also, you will have many classes. This is the 9th one I've taken. We'll have another one tomorrow. We'll have the next one very next day. Stay connected. I will put the best I can in next 1 month or so. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Do join the official Telegram channels if anybody of you needs the WhatsApp number. I can add you in the WhatsApp group also. Kindly comment. Welcome. People who have qualified tier 1 and are willing to for tier 2. Most welcome. Can have my number. Thank you, everybody. A great fire happened, Vaibhav. Absolutely. Thank you, Nuti. Vaibhav. Perfect. Radhe Radhe. Muskan. Thank you, Shivani. Neha, Suman, Rijwan, Sakshi. Thank you so much. Vivek, Ajay, Shivani, Ishwanti, Isha, Radhika, Manisha. Thanks a lot. Prayakta, Akash, Ayushi, Rizwan, Vishal, Gungun, Vishali, Kamal, Gaming Master. Thanks a lot. Haidia, Nancy. Thank you so much. Vinay Pratap. Thank you. Gaming Master, Radhe Radhe, and Priya. Thank you. See you soon.